What's up, Notjust developers? Welcome back to a new live stream. And today we are at day 5 of our ubereats challenge. We went such a long journey from Monday, and now it's Friday, and we are finally finishing up all the projects that we have here. So if you're new here, if you just stumbled upon this video, a little context for you. In this challenge, we are building not one, not... Wait a second. Okay. As I was saying, in this challenge, we are building the ubereats applications, and we're building not one, not two, but we're going to build 3 applications by the end of this challenge, starting from the user-side application, driver-side application, and the restaurant dashboard. So everything is done with React Native and AWS Amplify, and this is a great opportunity for you to improve your skills with these technologies. Let's go quickly over the plan. Let's review what we have managed to do in previous days and what is the plan for today and also for future. So in the day 1, we have implemented the user interface in React Native of the user-side application, from where he will be able to see restaurants, order his next meal, manage his basket, and so on. In the day 2, we implemented the backend for that application with authentication, data modeling, and fetching all the data from the API. In the day 3, we implemented the driver-side application with maps, directions, bottom sheet, and so on. And in day 4, yesterday, we have started working on the driver-side application backend to connect it to the same backend as we have built for the user app. So in order for them to work with the same data there. The original plan was to cover the restaurant dashboard today in the day 5, but we had to change a bit the plans because yesterday we didn't manage to do everything in the driver side application, and I don't want just to skip over it and move to the new project, to the dashboard, without finishing up and cleaning everything that we have there, improving, and wrapping up all the features that we already started. Another thing that we still have to do there is the data synchronization between user and driver, and that was a big goal of mine to show you how to do that. So for that reason, today we're not going to work on the restaurant dashboard. Today we're going to finish the driver side application. We're going to implement the real-time data synchronization between driver and user side application, and I want to display the live location of a driver inside the user application, so the user can know where is his next order. That's gonna be like the track driver location displayed in the user app, and also then we're gonna polish the features, we're gonna refactor our code to have it ready to go. But that doesn't mean that we're not gonna do that dashboard. And the good news is that we decided to plan the dashboard as 2 separate tutorials coming up in the following weeks. One of them is going to be about building the dashboard with React.js. And if we were to do it today, probably we would have been we had to go over this because we didn't have the amount of time to implement everything today. So one tutorial is coming up for the building the dashboard with React.js, and the other one is for connecting the dashboard to Amplify and managing the orders, managing the menu, and the information about the restaurant from there. So this thing is coming up probably not the next week, but starting from the week after that. We're going to get into that and implement it also here on the channel. So if you want to follow along, I always update the asset bundle with the most updated assets that you will need. And also I include there the source code each day, so you can have a look if you're stuck to compare with your code, or even to start from the same place as we are starting today. So download the asset bundle at assets.notjust.dev/ubereats. And with that being said, I think we can get started in day 5. And for everyone who is new here, you're welcome on this channel. Hello, my name is Vadim. And on this channel, I'm trying to share my knowledge and my experience as a full stack developer with you guys. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to do so in the past 2 years, and we're going to continue to do so. So if you are interested in becoming a full stack mobile developer, make sure to subscribe to the channel down below, because that will help us a lot. And yes, we have, guess who? We have Lucas here. Hello, Lucas.
Hello, guys. Hello.
How
Finally, we're back here. It feels very comforting to be at 5 here, knowing
it's
what's waiting. Yeah, interesting.
it feels like home, yeah?
Yeah, it feels like home
We're gonna
finally.
miss it next week.
I'm definitely going to miss it. So, yeah, I'm very excited to be here again. And my name is Lucas, as probably throughout this 5 weeks, 5 days, I mean, you already know. And yeah, I'm also a developer. So we'll see. I'm very
Yeah,
excited for this day. We'll see how we'll connect everything. I'm very excited. And yeah, let's
yeah, we've
start.
went a long way.
Yeah.
It is so far. It is a very interesting, at least for me, process of building these complex applications, connecting them together, and I hope that you guys are also taking value out of these live streams. So let's have a look where we stopped yesterday. So yesterday we were working on the driver side application and connecting it with our backend. We managed to implement authentication. We managed to implement the driver CRUD operation to create a driver in the database when you first launch the application. And also we started working on managing the orders, like displaying them on a map, as you can see here, displaying them in the bottom sheet here in a list, and also like the details about it, calculating the distance and so on. We've also implemented some of things of accepting the order and changing the status of it. So for example, we can accept the order and that will put it automatically in the order. We'll change the status of a order in accepted on the backend. And after we will get closer to the user, we will be able to move from one state to another. If I remember correctly, yesterday the last thing that we had there was a bug in the last screen whenever we whenever we finished the order, right?
Yeah, we actually didn't test if it's changing the status correctly throughout the whole route. We didn't have time to do that.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do today. Before that, I think we will. A good idea would be to start refactoring a bit our code, to start refactoring the application in order for us to easier test everything that is working and easier find the bugs if we will have any. So what is it? Let's see. What is the difference between AWS Amplify and AWS AppSync? AWS AppSync is a service in AWS that is specifically for building the APIs and the GraphQL APIs. But Amplify has way more services around it that helps you integrate with, for example, authentication, storage, API analytics, and a bunch more that there are there. Uh, tu- tu- tu. So let's go ahead and see what do we have to work with. By the way, the code, as I said, is in the asset bundle, so you can download and have a look at what we have at the moment. So we are gonna start. We were working a lot on the order delivery screen,
Yeah.
and here is where we have a lot of logic, a lot of rendering logic, like over almost 300 lines of code. I'm thinking that let's go ahead and start extracting some of these things to separate components. Mm, just to have an idea where to start, right?
To
That's
keep it
that's the
cleaner.
challenge. What?
Yeah, to keep this whole component cleaner.
Yes. Oh my
Oh
God,
my god.
Jonathan, thank you very much. You are the man who donated $100 these days. Oh my God, congrats on making
That's
it the final day. This has been a fun challenge. Wow, that is really
I
unexpected.
am
Thank you very much.
shooken. I wanted to curse, but I don't know if it's possible here or not.
Oh my
That's
god.
freaking insane. Wow, Jonathan. Crazy, dude.
Okay, these things doesn't stop amazing me. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes,
I
I'll do
really
the let's
appreciate it.
go. Yeah, yeah. Jonathan, it's insane.
Okay, I find it
Much
hard
love.
to find words like what to say right now.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to say. It's just like mind blowing.
Okay, interesting.
Wow, the support from Jonathan. It's crazy.
All right, so after that we should get back to work or what?
Whew, I got even warm.
All right, so that's
Insane.
interesting.
How to start? Yeah, right now, how to know where to start.
For some context, that's around 50% of what YouTube is paying us in a month. In a month,
It's insane. Yeah,
that's
crazy.
interesting. Like to put it in perspective. So thank
Juan
you very
said
much.
it very correctly. Speechless. Simply speechless. Speechless.
Okay, so as I was saying, what I was saying actually.
I
Hmm.
don't remember anything. From there on, I'm blanked at first. When I saw this red like box, I thought, okay, is it two like points, just something, something? And I see, oh fuck, there's too many zeros. Oh, I said the word. And I thought, geez, that's definitely too many zeros to be. And then I looked at the symbol, and it's dollars apparently.
Look what I'm thinking. So our screen here is like not here because we are talking about the next screen. Is first of all made up of two things. One of them is everything that is inside the bottom sheet in the bottom sheet, and the other one is everything related to the map. I'm thinking to extract our bottom sheet to a separate component.
Hmm. Yeah,
I'm just thinking like if we will have all the data that we need there. For example, order dishes, these things we take them from the context. The total kilometers is coming from the map, so it's shared between both like the bottom sheet and also from the map. So most probably we're gonna have to extract a lot of things like in some kind of global state using context. So we're gonna work a lot of with contexts today to properly separate everything. So with that being said, let's go ahead and give it a try. So in the order delivery, I'm going to create a new component for our bottom sheet. Like everything that is in this bottom sheet, I'm going to put it into a separate component. So let's go ahead in the order delivery. I'm going to create a new file here for the mm, details or what? Bottom sheet. Bottom sheet is not the best name for this component, to be honest. Uh, bottom
bottom sheet
sheet,
model. Do
what?
something like this. Model.
Bottom sheet details. Bottom sheet details.
Oh, that.
Let's try. So here we're gonna have this component const bottom sheet details, which is gonna be a simple component, and we are gonna return everything from the index that is inside the bottom sheet. So from the order delivery index, let's go ahead and copy everything starting from the bottom sheet all the way until it ends. So all the way till here. Okay, let's cut this from here and put it here. Now we're gonna have to work a lot with bringing the other things that we are missing here. For example, I'm gonna bring all the imports because that's gonna be easier for me to bring all of them and just delete the ones that we are not using here. And I'm not even gonna start to clean them up because I still need to take out some functionalities here. For example, what from where to start? For example, yeah, like these things related to the button, like the function on button pressed, this should be moved to the bottom sheet here because the button is here. The same for the render button title should be brought here. The is button disabled should be brought here. Tu, 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 tu.
That's already a lot less lines of code.
Yeah, like it's gonna be easier like if we split the logic related to the map, location, position with the logic of like rendering information, managing the status and so on.
Yep.
At least that's what I think at the moment. We'll see how it will work.
Should be.
For snap points, snap points is related to the bottom sheet, so let's move it from here to here.
Import use memo.
I didn't delete anything, so
Okay.
that's why I did that. Bottom sheet ref as well. Take it from here. Let's bring it here. Index. Is driver close? This is something that we will think how to share it between the things, but probably we're gonna do it through a context. Let's remove these order statuses from here. Oh, let's bring the use order context because there are things like dishes, accept order, complete order. These are things that we need in the bottom sheet here.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go ahead and explore this bottom sheet. And now let's start to work with fixing the errors as they appear in the application. So export default bottom sheet details. Now in our index here, let's import bottom sheet details from this directory and let's render it after we render the map view. So after the map view, yeah, here. We're gonna have a lot of errors, but we're gonna go through them and fix them. So can find variable total minutes. Total minutes is a state variable here, right? Is
Yeah.
total minutes and
kilometers.
total kilometers is a state variable here.
I think you can delete this comment here. Most likely will not use, yeah.
Okay, yeah. One way would be to simply send them through props from here to the bottom sheet. But let's think how much data will that be. But let's start by props, and if we will get to a point where we will send a lot of data, then we will think about moving this this state like total minutes to a context to make it like as a global state. So let's go ahead in this bottom sheet here. Let's send total kilometers, total minutes equal total minutes. And you know what? Why do we keep state this set is driver close? Because we know the distance, so we always can calculate it like this without having to keep in state.
The only thing I think why we were having it in order to like after it changes, but yeah, we're still re-rendering.
Yeah, we're still remembering the distance.
Yeah,
and
the distance
is like a derivative value out of a distance. So it only depends on the distance. And I think that we can calculate it like that. So let's go ahead and remove this set is driver close and remove the whole state of the is driver close. This one, we don't need it anymore. Now to fix that issue, in the bottom sheet not having access to total kilometers and total minutes, let's go ahead in bottom sheet details and destructure them from the props. So I'm gonna take them like this, and I'm gonna say const equal props,
Hello, Aditya.
total kilometers and total minutes. Okay, now we have them here, and let's go
And
ahead in the
also,
details.
we will crash. I think, did you deliver? Oh, wow. Oh, because we don't use it, because you didn't deliver, delete is delivery driver close or something like that from the code. Did you?
Let's see. Is
Driver close
driver
here.
close?
Yeah.
So is driver close?
Only two places. Yeah, these two.
I will declare it as a variable const is driver close equal total kilometers less than
0. In order to make it easier to test, I think you can work with every 500 meters, because you remember last time
just
when you
1 kilometers. Yeah.
or 1 kilometer. Yeah.
In decrease for higher accuracy.
Yeah, and then also change how often do we update? No, I think we are updating every 100 meters the user location.
User location, but
In
that like we could
listener.
still keep that, but as well, like I think every 100 meters like might be too much. So where is it? Like here,
Yeah.
on in the order delivery. Like if you want to make less requests to the Google API to recalculate everything, we can go ahead and
Yeah.
increase this, and it will just update less often. Like 500 meters, I think is good. Of course, like if you want to be very, very responsive, like you can leave like 100 meters.
Or even lower, but then
So
the cost
now
will be higher.
now it's already better. So we can go ahead and remove like fetch orders. Let's try to remove from the bottom sheet details everything that we don't need. So I see a very big chunk of imports here that we don't need. So let's remove them right away. Bottom sheet flat list we don't need. Use window dimension no. Activity indicator no. And use state and use effect we don't use here. And with that, we have a bit cleaner code, right?
Oh, quite a bit.
Yeah. So let's do the same in the index.js. Let's go on the top and remove everything that we don't need here. Like use memo, text, pressable, everything related to the bottom sheet and the icons. Data store, we don't need it here. Order dish, and so on, we don't need it here. Now it's a bit better.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. We could do the same extracting markers, because these are some components that are very similar, like this market, the marker of a user and the marker of the restaurant.
Yep.
And we can re-extract them to a separate file and just send there like what icon do we want to display. So let's go ahead and create a new file, custom marker.js. Let's do const custom marker, return something, and export default custom marker. Now from the index, let's grab, they're actually kind of the same, right?
They're exactly the same. The only, like,
The
why you
only
think
is
they're different, because the coordinates are bigger for the user. The only thing that changes is the icon.
yeah, so let's grab like this, like one of them, like from marker to marker. Let's bring them to custom marker here. And let's think about like the data that we will need to receive in order to display it here. But we will have to import marker from React Native Maps. Is it from Maps?
Yep.
we will have to import a view from
React Native.
React Native. Thank you. And to import and typo from Expo vector icons. Okay, now we will need here latitude and longitude. So let's take them as, let's think how it's going to be easier to send this.
Easier for sure as props, but
No, yeah, for props, but like the structure of props. Should we have like coord that will gonna be like these coordinates, or should we have just latitude? But let's see how it's gonna be easier for us to send them, and we will decide that way. So let's go ahead and instead of rendering these two markers that we're going to delete in a moment, let's display the custom marker that was imported automatically from the same directory here. So custom marker, we need to send latitude and longitude.
we can start with the easy ones: title, description.
Yeah, title equal word or restaurant name. Description, this one, address. We will need to say some kind of a type to know like what icon to display, the shop one or the restaurant.
Yeah.
So type is gonna be restaurant.
Happy 7698. Good morning. Thanks once again for this great education. I'm enjoying catching up in between client meetings. Have a beautiful weekend. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we're glad you're enjoying, and good luck with the client meetings. Hopefully they're not annoying you too much. And also have a beautiful weekend. Hector as well, you're welcome. We hope you're really enjoying this challenge.
Delivery location.
Moviska, hello.
You know what? I'm gonna. Maybe it's gonna be a bit hacky, but look at the things that we're accessing. It's the same .lat, .lng, .name, .address, and for the user is the same where in the delivery location we have .lat, .lng, .name, and .address.
Yeah.
So we could say simply data equal to order.restaurant. And for the second one, data is equal to user. And we will just simply say data.lat, data.lng.
Efficiency at its finest here.
So, sometimes being smart as I am right now is not the best
Yeah.
approach because like it might confuse people and being explicit is even better. But I think here it makes a lot of
Here
sense.
it will make sense. I mean,
So
you
let's
see
go
what
ahead and
data.
custom marker and get the data and the type. So here we simply get data.latitude, and it doesn't matter if it's user.latitude or restaurant.latitude. They will both be the same. Here data.lng, for the name as well data.name, and address data.address. And only for this icon, we're gonna say if type is equal to restaurant, then display this one, right?
Made a mistake, double E.
Like this.
Yeah.
And otherwise, let's do otherwise on. Let's bring the other icon for the user, this one, material icons.
Clients are never annoying, right? No, of course no.
And
The
we
best
see the
people.
restaurant on our location. Oh, yeah, because we said here type is user.
Yeah, you didn't import the icons.
I
Did
didn't
you?
import the other icon, material
Yeah.
icon, right? So material icon imported here. And I need to go in our Amplify Studio content and to reset the state for that order that we're working with, because that one is looking good. So it's the first one, and let's put it in ready for pickup to be able to see it on in our application.
Yep.
Come on.
So the name is restaurant and the name is shop. For the icons, it's very weird. I think you'll have to
To what?
change them. No.
No. This is like backends that you found, and it's a
Okay.
restaurant because it looks like fork and spoon, and it means
Oh yes. Exactly. That's where you need to bring the food. They're waiting for the food.
yeah. And I'm gonna try to zoom in. Oba.
I see that maps on iOS Simulator are a little bit more responsive, although it's as hard to navigate them as this one. Hello,
They both
Saeed.
show. Oh no, it's okay. We can go here. That's where I'll have to go. It shows that okay. It shows me that I'm near the user.
Yeah, last time we changed it there, but it works.
It works. Yeah, I see that the user thing is there. Just let me double check. Yeah, restaurant here is this one, and they all display the right data.
Yep.
Yes, perfect. And I think if we are still working with this custom marker, I think on our order screen, we're still using some custom markers.
Yep.
Marker, ID, oh, its name, address, latitude, longitude. And yeah, I think it's the same one. So for that reason, I'm going to extract the custom marker that we just defined from the order delivery to the components folder, because we just realized that it's used both in the order delivery screen and in the first orders screen. So we can reuse them. So let's go in components, add a new folder, custom marker. Let's go ahead and say index.js. Actually, instead of that, I'm just gonna drag and drop this custom marker file from the order delivery to our custom marker. Move. Update imports, yes. And we can rename it probably better to index to easier imported. Update imports, yes. Does it need styles? No, it doesn't need styles. Uh, in this screen, it works. So let's do the same in the orders screen, where we are rendering the markers on the map. So instead of this, let's render a custom marker with data is going to be order dot restaurant. Type is going to be restaurant. And key, we're going to keep the same key as here. So now we can remove this marker that we were using and keep using our custom marker. Let's go back. And yes, we see it. Let's refresh to double check. Why are you so slow? Come on.
He's not operating today. Okay, so what else? Are you planning to refactor the map itself?
We'll go once again over the code to see like what's easier to replace something like custom marker. It was a easier refactor, but it improved the code a lot. Like even here, like instead of how many lines of code here, we have just simply two. So now I can remove from the order delivery the old markers. I can already remove some of the icons from here.
Also marker.
Marker. And yeah, let's see what else do we have.
You have two if checks for driver location. You can remove probably one.
Yeah, this one here and this one here. We need only one. Okay, and then we have the map view direction, custom marker, bottom. Actually, now, like, look, like
Yep. It's
the
not a lot.
whole rendering logic can fit in like 2 screens.
Yep.
And the whole file is almost 100, so we made it almost 3 times less code. Yeah, now from the rendering logic, I don't see any other things that we can take out.
For details like restaurant and dishes, are you using Yelp or something else? So no, we're just coming up with them on our own and using seeding from AWS Amplify.
Yeah, we have our database on AWS. We're using Amplify, so all the data is coming from there.
I think it's good to go.
Yeah, looking at this code, it's better. Let's have a look at the order delivery bottom sheet here and see what we can improve here. So in this bottom sheet, what do we have? We have okay. I'm tempted to extract like this thing into a separate component. I don't know why, just because it doesn't have a lot of logic. It's only like rendering information, so we're not gonna have to work too much with it. What do you say? Should we? Okay, no. Let's keep it here. It's not a big problem. For this render title button, as I look here, you know what we can do? We can have a map that will map a status to a title and then simply get the title from that map. So,
Yep.
for example, we could have const status to title is equal to, we have a map, and when the status is ready for pickup, the title will be accept order. When the status is accepted, the title will be pick order. And when the status is picked up, this one will be complete delivery. And now instead of having this function render button title, we can go ahead in our button itself, render button title, and say title where status to title, give me the value with the key order dot status. And if I go here, I see accept order. And also I can get this map outside of a component, not to have to recreate every time a component re-renders. So we refactor that one. Maybe the same we can do for this one. Is button disabled? Is button disabled? Mm. I could improve this one, but I'm not sure like if it will make the code better, because it will, like, this one is clear, like what should happen in any state. I could write like all these if statements in a return, like, I don't know, order status or this one, but it's not even this one. I mean, I could make it in a same single order. Dun, dun, dun. Any ideas how to improve this?
Yeah, the problem is like we need to also check for whether the driver is close as well.
Like, I looked at this and this is quite similar.
Yeah.
And they too can be put into a if statement, like if accepted or picked up. If one of these, if this array includes the order dot status and is driver close, then return false.
Hmm. I don't know. I'm wondering which one
Or
would be more performant as well. I think in checking for whether it's an array is not as performant as like checking like with a simple if.
like this. And
Yeah, this one makes more
taking
sense.
the status here, not to have to repeat order. So status equal order. So which way do you think it's better?
I don't think I would use includes. I think I would go for the second approach.
Okay, yeah, I think it's a bit more clear. Like if status is either accepted or picked up. Okay, let's leave it like this. And you were suggesting something here as well.
Hmm.
First of all, I'm gonna rename it like this. Where is this? On button pressed. Oh, but we don't have map ref here.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Hey Tom, why don't you use TypeScript? This whole application already like takes quite a bit of time to do and to show case. Therefore, like we decided TypeScript will take even more time and it will be a little bit more confusing. So let's go without it.
Yeah, to be more beginner friendly. Yeah. So we will need this map ref here. Let's take it from props, map ref, and from the order delivery where we render bottom sheet, we can send the map ref. Okay. So await complete order.
You want to refactor this one as well?
Just looking at it, if it makes sense. We can destructure the status. That's one thing that we are reusing over and over. And
Yeah, this I miss saying this build is not beginner friendly. It's a little bit more advanced as well. Yeah, it includes more things and probably not completely beginner friendly, but I mean you could follow and if you have a little bit of experience.
so in our case, something didn't work with our complete order yesterday. So let's go ahead and check what's going on with a complete order that
I
is
think
in our use order context.
pickup order is not await as well, and the only complete order is await.
Yeah, we,
I'm
we
not
could do
sure.
that, but it doesn't really matter here. Like why I'm awaiting here is await the execution of this complete order and only then navigate back.
Oh
Like,
yes, makes sense. Yeah,
but here, like nothing happens afterwards, and
yeah. What will
so
be better for my applications back in Firebase or some service like AVS Amplify? And
it depends
Vadim,
on what experience do you
yeah,
have, and it also depends on what application you're building. Like if you already have experience with Firebase, go ahead implement it with Firebase. If you don't have experience both with Firebase and Amplify, I recommend to you to give Amplify a shot. Try it and see how it goes. We have a lot of content on Amplify on the channel.
I thought you were gonna say right away Amplify. I didn't expect you to say it depends, but it makes a lot of sense. Like with the experience thing, definitely, yeah. And I didn't had much experience with Amplify before like this challenge, so actually no experience with it. So yeah, I can't
Actually,
really comment on that too
why
much.
it didn't work for us yesterday?
Yep,
And it comes also for this await that I was saying. So where is it? Uh, in the bottom sheet here, we have await complete order. But the problem is that in the order context, where
that's
order
not the
context,
context.
yeah. Context, order context, our complete order is not an async function. It's using .van. So it navigates back before finishing saving this, and that's why we didn't see it working. So let's do a async here. And instead of this, let's do const updated order equal to await data store. We don't need the van. And we can set order with updated order. Okay, so should we give it a try to follow the whole course of the drive, like the full?
Yeah, I think
So the driver opens the application. He waits until it loads.
and I think this big blue loading screen never meant anything good. So
Do you think so?
yeah, I remember at least from our experience, I know so. So yeah,
Yeah,
and
async await is the same as .van, but the difference is that with the previous approach with .van, we started executing the data store, and then we returned from this function right away without waiting for that result. Like we sent in the van a callback function that will update, but the problem was that we were not able to await as our complete order was not async, because we need first of all to save everything and only then like to close the bottom sheet component and then navigation go back. And with .van, like you would have to implement a new promise there, so it's much easier to do it like this in this specific scenario.
Yep. And Tom Hardy saying great stuff. This is a huge project to commit to doing live. And yeah, and we hope you are enjoying this as much as we do.
So as you
I
said,
told you.
okay, you're right again.
Still this one. Maybe just restart your server.
Well,
Or you
we'll
did
see.
that.
What?
You did that or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Let's see then.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, finally, like we're going to start testing and getting into. Actually, there's not that much of things left on this
Yeah, it's
drivers
mostly
application.
polishing, but what I'm interested is actually to implement like showing the live location of a driver in the user
Yeah.
side app.
Yeah, this one is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So there's still quite a bit of work to do. We're not updating driver's location in the backend as well.
Yet. Yes.
Yet.
So the driver comes here, he sees on the map like some orders. Um, then he decides, okay, let me take this one. He sees that it's 200 kilometers, no worries, like that's perfectly fine. I can go on a bicycle there.
Walking.
They will wait. So we accepted the order. The map automatically focused on us, and the route now is towards the restaurant.
It's hard to
Uh,
showcase it like that. You didn't accept it. Maybe change your own location as well. Because
yes.
right now, if you, yeah.
And also, let's change some of the to make them a bit closer. Like it's crazy how far they are.
Yeah.
So for the user, I need to give it something similar to the restaurant.
It would be good to know Kantemir. I don't know how you pronounce that city, but somewhere there, I think it's good enough.
Look what we're gonna do. We're gonna even do it like this.
How do you pronounce that city's name?
Antemir.
Kantemir. Oh, so yeah, I
So
almost did it correct.
someone is going to be there, like this. This is gonna be the restaurant. So let's go to the restaurant. Which one? The last one,
Yep.
Williams. That's the one we're working with. For latitude is this one, and for longitude is this one. Save. Now the user is gonna be here. National Art
Art.
Museum. Look, I'm
Have you
gonna
ever
make
been there? That's
advertise.
a actually that's a really beautiful building. Have you ever been there?
Most probably I passed through it, but I haven't like. You know,
Okay.
when you live like in your own country, like you never do like sightseeing or going to things like this.
Well, I
So
do
yeah,
sometimes during
that's
the summer. Yeah, I don't
so.
like to be in the city though. I am more like of a nature guy. I hate being in the city, and where's I don't know why. Not a fan.
It's harder. Just give me some dots here. Cannot copy it properly. Oh, like this. So this one is gonna be our user. Yes.
Yeah.
So let's go to user. This is our user latitude. It's gonna be this one.
Actually,
And
guys, what do you prefer more, cities or nature? I'm
that's a
always
good
wondering,
question.
like because there
But for
are
me, it's like
very
nature all day.
yeah, same, definitely.
And also, our location is gonna be somewhere here.
Okay.
Let's go in our Android settings. Let's
James, city guy here. Nice. I'm wondering like what has bigger percentage of people. I
We can
would
do a
bet
poll. You can go on YouTube and create a poll. Let's have
nature,
some fun.
city. Okay, let's create a poll. I don't think I will be able, but let's see.
Okay, so we updated our location. So let's go ahead and restart our application to see the new positions that we just updated.
I don't have any rights to do that. Maybe Olatunde will hear and create if he is able to.
So let's go on the first restaurant, Williamson, the one that we just updated, and we see that it's only 3 kilometers. That's already better, and it's a 10 minutes drive. Okay, so let's go ahead and accept the order. So let's press accept and possible and handle promise rejections. That's good. We
My
have
map
some
ref is
feedback.
not working, I think, as well. It's
Can
not
find
giving me.
variable driver location. Can find
Oh,
variable driver location. Perfect. That's coming from our refactoring, but it's good because we are gonna fix it now. Probably in the bottom sheet navigator, driver location. This is for yeah. Okay, so I think um, instead of sending the map ref
yeah.
to the bottom sheet navigator, which has nothing to do with the bottom sheet actually, I would rather say I'm gonna keep this logic that is about the map. I'm gonna put this logic in a function inside our index.js because our index.js now is responsible for the maps, and that function is going to be called const focus or zoom in on driver, and this is what the function will do. And I'm going to send this function as a callback function to our bottom sheet instead of mapref because I don't want to send the mapref there, but I'm going to send a property called on accept or
Yeah, an order accepted. That's when you launch it.
on accepted is gonna trigger the zoom in on driver functionality. So let's go back to the bottom sheet here. Let's, instead of getting the map ref, get the on accepted, and we will call this here on accepted.
Maybe let's zoom in at first. Well, it actually doesn't really matter that much.
So if I
Hopefully.
press accept order now, it zooms in. Now it shows me the direction to the restaurant.
Yeah.
To the restaurant. And I still cannot pick up the order, but I can go ahead in the locations and I can move it somewhere here,
Yeah, probably.
probably set location. That automatically
Cool.
moved us there, very close. And our button is already enabled, which means that we can say pick up order
Now let's check if it changed in the also
in
in
the
the
backend.
backend. Yeah.
Yes, let's have a look at the data in the Amplify Studio for the order that we're working with. We're working with this order, right? And it is accepted, but the next status is what?
Picked up.
Picked up. Okay, let's see if it updated. But if it shows this one, that means that it's
Weird.
let's have a look in our code. I don't. It's weird because if it shows look the destination there, it means that it works with order.status. So on button press, if status was accepted, we called pick up order.
No, when they're ready for pickup, we called accept order. And
That
this
worked. That worked. That
accept
we
order
did it.
it didn't, but it didn't change to ready for to picked up.
What?
This accept, not on accepted, but accept
This
order function should have changed the status from ready for pickup
to accepted.
to accepted. Oh, so it did change. Yes,
It
yes,
did,
you're
yeah.
correct.
The next step from accepted to
Picked up.
picked up.
That's where it didn't
Maybe
work.
I wrote it. I had a typo there. Why it's working here? Okay, so pick up order. Let's go ahead in the order context and see pick up order function. Pick up order data store save.
Is picked up spelled correctly, like you
Mm,
have in the backend?
picked up. You know what? Maybe
Mm,
it failed to synchronize with amplify here, but
maybe.
locally it updated
Yeah, because we have a new route, which
because
means
yeah, like we let's see in what status it's still in accepted. Hmm.
we even have ordered courier, which means, yeah, which means you accept it, but not picked up.
Let me try to move from
Wait,
this dot van. Maybe like it's the same issue that we are not awaiting this to finish executing, which I doubt, but maybe.
try.
So it's worth a try. Await async and set order updated order. Now in the bottom sheet here, let's do a wait pickup order. And let's go ahead and try again.
Yeah,
From
it's weird
here,
that we get a new route after
what?
picking up, but the status doesn't change.
Yeah. No, it's
Most
not
likely it's
very
working
weird
and
because
not
it means
syncing up.
that the data store updated the data locally correctly,
Yeah.
but it failed to synchronize with the cloud. So let's have a look. How is your back after 5 days of 5 hours a
I'm
day streaming?
trying to stretch every day. So so far so good.
What? Not again. Definitely need a standing desk, like to at least go between two modes.
Yeah, but I know that every person, well,
Yes,
not every, but
and
most
I
of the
know that
people,
I'm gonna be that person as
yeah,
well.
that
Continue.
have standing desks almost never use it. Like they use it at first for a couple of times and then that's
Yes,
it.
I know. Probably.
Because you remember in university we did have standing tables, but nobody had used them. No, but in some of the classrooms there were only standing tables, and you had those long chairs, but everybody were still sitting on those uncomfortable tall chairs.
Yeah. The same at Amazon, like we had like standing desks, but I don't know, I maybe like 5% of my
Yeah,
time was in the standing mode.
you know that you have
But
it
it
and
was
you
nice.
feel
Like
good.
what?
You know that you have this option. That's what makes you feel good.
Okay, so we have our orders. Let's go ahead and try again. First one, 1.2 kilometers. Okay, my location changed. Uh, that's good because I can accept the order. I'm here. In Amplify Studio, the order is now accepted. And if I do pickup order,
Try to reload. Drum rolls, please.
Come on. What? How does
Weird,
it
weird.
work? Why? I'm missing something very stupid, I feel.
Go
Uh,
back to the context.
so maybe if status is accepted, pick up order.
Did you spell everything? But yeah, we would get check in order context. Is everything spelled correctly?
Else, I don't know. I'm starting to feel very defensive. Like everything can be the cause. Uh, Pick up order,
And
data store, order, updated status.
they're exactly the same.
And yeah, like if I'm gonna console log, like it's gonna have like updated value because we
Yeah, of
see
course,
it
because we see it
working
here. Yeah.
here. Console log, updated order, copy of order. I feel the data store doesn't properly increase the version, so it only updates it once. Because if I am gonna to, you know how to test it? Do it
Mhm.
first, pick up. So let's in the bottom sheet,
Yeah.
when it's ready for pickup, instead of calling accept order, let's call await pickup order, and right away go to this one. Pick,
This one. First. Yeah.
because I feel that problem is in the second update. Like
Yeah.
the first one works and the second. Let's see if we move the pickup order as the first update, if it's the problem with the pickup or the. So
Yep,
I'm
that's a
gonna
good
go
way to test it. Don't forget to drink water.
accepted. Yes, ready for pickup. Save order. Let's refresh.
And let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. So we'll take this one and let's say accept order and
Yeah, it changed
picked up.
already to the last one and it's picked up. Yeah, it's the same problem that you told.
Huh? My brain just now. So yeah, index and accept order context, update order.
That
Look
means
what I'm gonna do.
listening.
To whom?
To your plan. Nope, not a plan.
Let me see. Let me see. It's the problem with the version, most probably. Most probably. Do I see the version here? Mm-mm.
It's
What might be the issue? I would like to try.
oh yeah, totally forgot that it's still Ramadan, and as did are saying, and I'm drinking water. Maybe some viewers are fasting, so yeah. Sorry.
So, what might be the problem? The problem might be with. Let's move this one as well. I don't know. I'm desperate, so I'm gonna do anything. Update.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start console logging everything. So updated order equal await, and then set order to updated order. Let's also console log the updated order here. Okay, we
that's
have console log here. Okay. And in the bottom sheet here, let's do await, accept order. Uh, okay, is button disabled?
hey,
And
hello and hello
yeah,
world.
let's give it one more try.
Yeah, guys, from where are you joining us today? I'm really curious to know as well.
So I'm gonna move from picked up to ready for pickup. Unexpected await word, because in the order context, this accept order should be async.
From Guatemala, James is joining us from Guatemala.
We need to make a big map with dots on.
Yeah, yeah. San Diego.
So we let's
Nice.
let's 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 do like this. We first accept the order. This has the version of 22. Now, if and has the status of accepted. Perfect. Now pick up the order. Version is still 22. This is the problem, because it updated the status, but that data store didn't update the version number. And this is how data store understand if it has to sync the local data with the remote data. And it looks that I have a version 22 on Amplify Studio is version 22, because previous time it was still 22. And that means that I don't have to synchronize with the cloud.
Yep. From South America, from
Why?
Kansas, USA. So basically all over the world. That's so nice. I am from Europe, Vadim as well. So basically all over the world. Didar is saying that the problem is that he just joined, and since he joined, nothing is working. So he's
Another
the
thing that I
problem.
want to understand before fixing it is I want to see if the version doesn't update at all, or it only updates once. So I'm gonna console log a order before we accept it. I'm gonna console log it after we update, and I'm gonna see if this version is the same as this one, or it actually increases once. So let's give it a go. To accepted, ready for pickup, save. Morocco, nice. I've been there.
From New Jersey, from Morocco. Wow, that's nice. Very, very a wide variety of people are joining
Yeah.
here. Very glad to see that.
Vamos.
So, what did you change? I actually from Mexico as well.
I added a bit more console logs just to understand if the version doesn't change at all.
Console logging should be a set official testing technique
So the version right now,
for
no,
25.
25. 25. Now let's go ahead and accept the order. Initially is 25,
And it's still
and
25.
afterwards is still 25.
I'm Mythic saying "Vamos ve" to you. I'm not sure if you understand it.
See, so let's see, data store update. doesn't increase version.
So yeah,
But
this.
maybe the versioning, okay, maybe using I'm enabled to update the model.
So this tutorial will definitely cover everything, even how to debug and how to find the problems, everything. Nice, nice. Some Googling tips. Do you have?
Another, okay,
After you learn how to Google properly problems, your programming level definitely increases right away.
you
Mm,
know what? I think that we're gonna have to do.
listening. You maybe taking, like, I saw that guy was taking the original and then update it.
Mm-mm.
Can you update version like yourself?
No, no, you cannot do
No?
it manually. Like this
Okay.
is like if you would interact directly with a GraphQL, yes, but with data store, no. So I think that the version actually increases not when the data store updates it locally, but when it merges with a cloud. So the version um, the version increases after like yeah a couple of seconds when data store actually syncs everything with a cloud. So for that reason I think we're gonna have to listen to updates, and whenever the worker updates to save it in state. So to listen to updates, this is something that we will go into more today, uh, to integrate subscriptions, but I didn't think that we're gonna need it here. But let's go ahead and do it. So let's go to the docs.
Lekan is joining us from Nigeria. Nice.
Data store, manipulating data here.
My mythic, I'm mythic. What's your problem with the backend? Reading some documentation. Perfect. Friday. Well, evening for me.
So let's go ahead in our order context. Whenever we have a order here, let's start listening for real-time updates. And that will mean that anytime somewhere else the data about the order changes, we will be notified in real time without refreshing our application, and the data will update. And this will hopefully solve our issue as well. So that subscription we're gonna add. Uh, we are gonna add it here. And when should it happen? It should happen when the order changes. And we should also make sure that the order is defined because before subscribing for update of this order. So let's go ahead and do datastore.subscribe or
And Didar is joining from Kurdistan.
observe. So datastore.observe. We want to observe a order model with the ID order.id and subscribe. Here we're gonna receive a message, and let's go ahead and start by simply console logging the message. Not this one, MSG. Okay, so let's do the same as we always do. Put it to ready for pickup. We
I'm
updated it so many times.
Yeah, I'm mythic is saying it returns an empty array when I tried to get the data from the restaurants. I posted on Uber Eats channel, probably in Discord. But did you try
Uh,
to download from GitHub to pull the code and try to compare if you are actually trying to query correctly and configuring everything correctly?
I saw that in the screenshot you had a warning here in the content saying that failed to synchronize with something. So make sure, I don't know, like maybe you can delete all the data that you currently have there and add some new posts. But for now, let's go. Yeah, we have orders, we have the logs here, and let's go here. Whenever the order updates, and it doesn't have to actually be inside the application because it can update from here. So if from here we update to save order, back in our console log, we see an object. Condition undefined element. Element is what has changed. Basically this, let me show you. This console log is coming from us observing changes, basically subscribing to order updates. And you saw we didn't do anything on the front end. We did everything from the Amplify Studio, and our application was automatically updated with the order that was updated, the model, which model was updated, and operation type update. So I'm gonna check if operation type is update. I'm gonna set it in state. So let's go ahead and say I'm gonna take the op type and also the element from there. And if op type is equal to update, then we set order in our state with element. That means that the order was updated behind the scenes and we need to store the latest order. It's update here, element here. And with that being said, we don't have to, or maybe we actually do. We have two options here. One option would be not to manually set the order in state here after we update, and wait for the subscription to trigger. Or we can do it like this, and I think this is better because we right away update it, even if it's not ready on the backend, it's ready locally in data store. So it's gonna be more faster from the user's perspective. So let's go ahead and try it. I think now it should work. You know,
Anthony
I
saying
think.
support from Philippines. You guys helped me a lot to improve. Very glad to hear. Very
Thank
glad
you.
to hear, guys. Yeah, I'm Mythic. Try to pull and clone the project from GitHub, and maybe you'll find there's an error somewhere there. But if you have an error in Amplify Studio, most likely you'll have to fix it
I'm
there.
also thinking there might be an issue with configuration, because like if you have data, maybe Amplify doesn't properly connect with that database. So double check the configuration part, like how you import the AWS export. By the way, did the authentication work properly? If authentication worked properly, maybe.
I think he
Or
said
did
it
you
worked.
pull the latest changes after adding the API? That's also important. Make sure
Yeah.
you pulled it, make sure you properly configured it, and also try to add some new restaurants there in the restaurant, because the old ones, I saw that it failed to synchronize for you. Some of these things. So here we have it. Our order is here. We will accept it first. And something happened there. And if I is not an object on data.latitude.
That's in marker, most likely.
That's in. What?
Yeah, let us know if you managed to solve the problem.
Fetched order data store set user and set dishes. But if order updates. Another thing that I forgot to do here, might not be the reason of this issue, is to unsubscribe. So subscription equal to this, and return subscription dot unsubscribe. This is one thing here. And when I'm gonna call this use effect, not when the worder changes, but when the worder.id changes, because it's the same. I still watch the same worder. I don't, and even if I update it later,
But
I
you
don't
get the
need to create
problem with that.
what?
You get the problem with that.
I can do it like this,
Yeah.
like this. Yeah, this will perform better because if it's only worder, as you see, we always update the worder, and it will simply close this subscription and make it a new one. But it's the same ID, so the subscription should be the same. Okay. Something happened there, right? Let's do console.log. Order has been updated, and let's do element.
Okay, let's see.
It takes so much time. Come on. Could be easier, but we are almost there.
After this, we only have to actually like update the driver's
Yeah.
location, and that's it.
And move to the user side application.
Yeah, I mean, like that's it with the driver's app.
One more thing with listening, also like with subscription, to listen to updates on new orders appearing on the map.
Mm-hmm.
So here we have, let's go here, accept order. Order has been updated, and it doesn't have a restaurant. Why don't it have a restaurant?
Restaurante. It has ID.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Why?
have restaurant.
Why it's only an ID here?
This is how it makes the connection behind the scenes.
Mm.
Yeah, but the thing is, initially it has it.
Yeah.
So, damn. Okay, I'm gonna do like I'm gonna have to do like one more query there. For example, I'm gonna have to fetch order. Look, the easiest way is to call fetch order here again. This element doesn't have everything that we need, but it doesn't have everything that we need. It only has information about the worder because only information about the worder updated. So instead of just replacing it in state set worder with a new element, we're not going to replace everything, but we're going to take the existing worder and we're going to do existing worder first and then override everything from the element. And I need to also put them here. Okay, I'm happy that after 5 days of coding, my brain is not that fried, and I hope that it's working, and I'm not gonna say damn. Let's go ahead and give it. This is gonna be the last try, Lucas. Look, it's working.
Okay, let's see.
Do you wanna bet?
I think you have already what to do. So, did you actually decide it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Should we wait for your
I don't know.
reveal, or you're gonna reveal now?
I don't know.
So,
Let's focus on the application, Lucas, because it's working today.
I
So
think a lot of people are
let's go
interested in
ahead.
that.
Accept the order. Perfect. Nothing changed.
It changed. No, no, no. All good. We accepted. We're near the
Accepted.
restaurant. Everything is good so far. Now
Oh,
we need to pick
accepted.
up.
Pick up order.
And now it's not working. Now you can say that. but before it was.
Error. Source object is not a valid model.
I could have bet. Kvesi is asking, I
Source
am a beginner
object.
in React.js. Can I switch to React Native or have to learn more? I mean, your switch is going to be very easy. You will have to adjust a little bit, but the switch is going to be really, really easy. I switched from React Native to React.js when learning, and it wasn't difficult.
It doesn't lie because this object is not of type order. Can you imagine? But let's go another route. I don't know. Uh, oh, look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call fetch order again, and I don't care. Element.id, because the information that the subscription gives us, it's not very useful. Now it will definitely work. So
I think just to add on Quasi question, I think even if you are a beginner in React.js, it might be even easier to like because you have a basic knowledge right now, and it might be even easier to learn React Native because you're not used to like very much to React.js and how that works. So it depends like on you, but I don't think it should be very difficult. Just start watching these tutorials. That's a first very good step. There's plenty on this YouTube channel, even like from very beginning, like Tesla clone to more advanced and to very advanced like this one. I think this one is so far one of the harder
yeah,
ones.
this is one of the hardest, but it's ready for pickup. We accept the order. It is accepted. We pick up order. It is picked up.
Yeah, you're already starting to panic a
Yeah,
little bit.
boy. And now we need to move our location closer to the delivery location, which is after the Central Park. Have you been there, Lucas?
I would actually love to go to Moldova
Look
one day.
like these are my streets, bro. I know them. So now I say complete delivery.
It's almost working.
It's
I think.
completed, but I have can find variable navigation. Okay, 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 okay. I can deal with
I
that.
see. So
Now
can
it's
you
better.
comment on your changes as well because I missed it while looking at the chat.
Yeah, so the changes that I did is whenever I receive this notification that the order has updated, I'm not using this element. I rather fetch it one more time
Okay,
just to
gotcha.
have like all the data with the restaurant information, with the other information that it needs there. Like
Yeah.
this one could be improved because like we already know the information about the order here, but we would have to change a bit the structure of how we keep information about the restaurant to keep it separately, similar to the user. But at the moment we decided to use the information about the restaurant that is returned from simply querying the order, because when you query the order you get information about order, restaurant, and also probably driver. So this thing is missing in the subscription. That's why I did with when I receive an update event, I simply fetch it one more time.
Okay. So Quest is asking, is all your courses on YouTube, Vadim?
All the free courses are on YouTube, yes, of course. But if you want to advance into your React Native mobile development, building mobile application, then I have a premium course coming up very soon, which is this Monday in 3 days. I'm going to talk about a bit more about the course coming up this Monday by the end of today's live stream, so you can check it out at academy.notjust.dev. So what is the problem? Something with navigation. Here we
Yeah.
don't have navigation inside the bottom sheet, but that's not a problem because we can do const navigation equal use navigation, const navigation use navigation, and here was it imported properly? Yes, I think so. So that means that now if I'm gonna do the same order again, ready for pickup, save order, and here I'm gonna update.
Actually, I remembered one more thing that we didn't do.
What?
When you have already an order, you
Yeah.
shouldn't be able to accept the other ones.
Yeah. So here is our order. Let's go accept order. We are here. We need to go back to the restaurant. It's accepted. Let's go back to the restaurant. Where is it? Okay. Somewhere here.
Yeah.
Okay, we can pick up the order and we can go back somewhere here. Yes. And we can say complete delivery, and boom, we are on the first screen. And still here we will have to also listen to some updates about updates on the order, but our order is in the completed state and everyone is happy overall. Yes, at least I'm
Yes. Very happy.
happy. So let's implement some subscriptions and real-time data here on this screen, on the first screen. And this is coming from two issues. Like the one that you see here is that this order we just delivered and it shouldn't be here anymore. And the other one is going to be like the new orders that appear on the map. So let's go for that in the, where do we have it? In the screens, orders screen, and here we simply query the orders. But
But
let me see, let me think. Mm, I could do it like this with the same approach: fetch orders equal to a function that will fetch the orders. Let's call it in this user function fetch orders, and let's also subscribe to updates. So subscription equal data store dot observe. We will observe order model, and whenever we receive a new message, what should happen? If message dot op type, how is it called? Op type.
you
Let me
need
double.
to observe data store observe order dot observe again. That's how. That's the.
I think so. Subscribe, yes, subscribe. So op type. I was looking for op type. If it's equal to update, then let's fetch the orders again. And return.
Do we have drivers location in context? Because the data is saying like add auto zoom to your location. It's nice like to see where you don't need to zoom in every time, and we do that for the other screen, but for this one we always need to zoom in because we don't specify initial region and yeah, and deltas.
Yeah, we could take like the logic from there, like to take the driver's location. And here, yeah, just set the initial location.
Yeah.
So with this thing here, that means that now if a restaurant, for example, on his dashboard says that okay, this order is already cooking and it is ready for pickup, save, it automatically appears here.
Voila.
And if another order is ready for pickup, it's here.
This
What
is a
the
nice picture.
yeah. And I'm not sure where are the location of that restaurants, but they should be also on the map. Most probably they are coming from the same restaurant, so that's why it's here. But yeah, we are displaying them from here. And yeah, I think that's what I wanted to do here for
Yep.
listening to updates.
Yep. Exactly.
Let's add, as the suggestion was there, the auto zoom feature here as well. Shall we?
Yeah, it's easy.
So from the index here, from the order delivery, we have this use effect for the driver location.
But we don't need to the subscription. We only need the location itself
So location, await, get location, yeah.
and the request for permission if we don't have that yet.
Yeah, at the moment I'm gonna be lazy and just gonna copy this use effect from here. But a better approach would be to take the logic from location and put it in somewhere else, like in a context.
Yeah.
Most probably will be better because this is shared logic, and yeah, I think. But now I'm gonna just copy this part without the subscription to watch the position in the orders screen here, and I'm gonna put it after this use effect. Let's also make sure to close the function and to close the use effect and to also provide the empty dependency array here. And we need the driver location, driver location, order screen here. Okay. In order screen where we have some state variables here, let's add the driver location as well. And for the map, we can say initial region is this one. Initial
And
region.
also check if driver location is not null. Yeah. Before, like, probably an activity indicator. I don't know.
Driver location, return activity indicator. Like this, Lucas.
Exactly. Just import it correctly.
React Native. And now
Oh, this big blue loading button of death.
it is saying location. We didn't import location,
Yeah.
but yes, we have expo location. What else we didn't import? Because there is a
Did you import the location in the order screen? Because here you're looking at order delivery.
oh. Order screen, most probably not. And I can remove some of the things that I don't need from here.
And now it's zoomed in.
And now it
little
is
bit.
zoomed in.
You can make it even more zoomed in. You can show how to, like, by changing delta numbers, you can zoom in more, less.
These numbers.
Yeah.
Confine variable data store. Oh, okay, because I decided to delete it. Perfect. Another thing that bothers me just a bit, and I know that it's not very hard to fix, is this initial showing initially this form and then going there. And it's happening because in our navigation, we are checking if the database courier, if it's null, then we show the profile. And initially, yes, it's going to be null because it's still loading. So let's go ahead in the use of context, and say, wait, let me double check.
Kvesi is asking, which video can I start as a beginner? So complete beginner, probably a Tesla clone.
Yeah.
And after that, more or less all of the videos after that are the same, no? Wouldn't you agree?
There are some better videos for beginners. For example, this one definitely is not very good for just starting out. But yeah, like maybe Olatunde can share some videos here. So you know what? You know what I'm thinking? If whenever we query the data store and we set it like this, it's going to be undefined. It's not going to be null, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it means that if it's null, it's not, we didn't started fetching it yet. If it's undefined, it means that we fetched it, but it's not there. So I'm gonna add a check here. If database courier is actually null, then I'm gonna simply return an activity indicator that I can get from some activity indicator with size large, like this, and
Yes.
color gray. Let's import this activity indicator. Import activity indicator from React Native. So if database courier is null, then just display a loading screen, and we're gonna see it here. And this way, we are not gonna see the profile initially. We're gonna see the profile only when the database courier is undefined.
If it loads now. Yeah, and Mythic is as well suggesting Tesla clone because it shows off basic component, but also things that most of the apps use. I definitely agree. Tesla is the best starting point.
So
Is it recommended to use TypeScript with React Native? So, what are the troubles you may face? Probably it is recommended.
it's very recommended. But
It's
if you
hard.
are like, it's simple. Like if you are just getting started, like you're gonna have a lot of troubles. I mean, you're gonna focus your time and energy on learning React Native, and I don't recommend like adding TypeScript on top because that's gonna make it even harder. But once you have a good understanding and are comfortable with React Native, then I highly recommend getting into TypeScript because that's gonna improve your application a lot. Like you're gonna have less bugs, you're gonna have a better development experience with better autocomplete features. You're gonna detect a lot of bugs early on, and these are bugs like this value can be null or undefined or something like that. So yeah, downsides of TypeScript is only like having
More difficulty on top, and like it takes longer to code
You
a
need
little bit.
to define them at the beginning. It's the same like with testing. Like like you invest some time into implementing unit tests and so on, but you do this because it's gonna save you some time in future.
You
I
sacrifice
still I
time over stability of the app.
I, I don't get something here. I still I s- I s- Well, I see the activity indicator, when I see the profile, when I see the screen.
No, I didn't saw the profile.
It was there, like even shorter, like for a.
Okay, let's see. Let's focus.
I'm gonna bring some water one second.
Okay. So I know probably at first we see a very short time of loading, then we see a profile, then orders. We should try to delete the loading from orders screen and check how long does it actually take to load the screen. You know what? Try to delete comment out a little bit the loading part from the orders screen, because right now it's hard to determine whether it's loading from navigation or from orders because we don't have driver's location yet.
But it first is the loading screen, then profile, then order,
Then loading again, and then order screen. Yeah.
let's do console log database courier just to see what values. Maybe it's not undefined. So null, undefined, and then
And
something. Why it's undefined here? For a split second, it's undefined. So initially it's null. Okay. That's
with
interesting.
Timo is
Uh,
asking maybe add like null or undefined, but we need that undefined because if it's undefined, that means that their user is there, but it's like not registered yet. So we need to redirect him to the profile
yeah.
screen to register, to complete the registration.
We want
And
when it's null, it means that we just launched the application.
yeah,
Let's render the activity indicator. If it is defined, if database courier is there, that means that we redirect him to home screen. But if it's not, whether falsy value here is false or undefined, and this is where we get into this one. So I want when the database courier is undefined to go here. But look what I'm going to do. But it's gonna probably be the same. But let's try. So I'm gonna add loading, set loading, use. Maybe it's gonna make a bit more sense. So loading initially it's true, or yeah, let's make it true.
yeah, it's true.
We call this one. We call this one. Then we set database courier with this one, and also we set loading to false. And we expose loading here. And in our navigation, we can also take the loading. And if it is loading, let's render activity indicator. Actually, I can do it here. Like if it's loading, show activity indicator, otherwise the children.
Let's try this one right now, and then
Yeah.
let's go from there. And you need to restart the app again. Let's hope for the best. This thing should have been fast. Oh, where is that coming from? Oh, that's from multiple. So wait, did it work? I actually didn't even notice what happened.
Actually, no. And that's because
It doesn't change
wait,
much.
yeah, wait. We are calling this query when the sub changes, but the sub changes the first time as well. So this one is called 2 times. So I should do if is different than sub, then return, and that's it. Okay, I got it. Now,
Oh, Viktoras Janutis, labas.
labas, labas,
Yes.
labas vakaras,
Yeah, that's very good.
cepelini.
You need to
Laba
reload the app
diena.
again. Right now, it's most likely, well, probably you should say vakaras now, yeah, like the first time.
So now it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Look. Yeah, nothing is happening, you see. No, that's not right.
That's Lithuanian. Just, yeah, restart your server, most likely. That's going to
No,
help,
no,
like
no, no,
always.
no,
No? You're
no, 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 no.
too keen? I think we should we should listen to me, and now we would have had. Dude, it will be
Oh,
a lot
why?
faster.
Huh?
It will be a lot faster to restart the server. Now we know it will work right away. This one is only 50-50. This approach. Okay, it worked.
And you saw
Yeah.
it didn't show that
Yeah, it worked.
profile screen. It's loading and then the home screen. Perfect. Regarding this issue, someone said that they have this issue. Uh, I researched and it's actually, yeah, like it's coming from Amplify, but in it doesn't have a proper solution at the moment. So the only way to get rid of it is to disable it with logbox. So it's just not to see it, but yeah, like, and wait for until it's gonna be fixed. Setting a timer, amplify. So you can disable it with logbox by copying these two lines, importing yellow box from React Native, and ignore warning, setting a timer.
Actually, iMythic said that he has the solution to this one. I'm wondering what is it?
But probably like it involves like patching something behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
most likely.
And I saw the solution for patching. I don't like it. I mean, yeah, it's gonna work, but it's
I
patching
mean,
like one timer like in a library and making it more. So what's going on here? Yellow box has been
it's
replaced with
Logbox, I think.
logbox.
Yeah.
Logbox and logbox ignore warning. Now is it better?
Ne, Viktorai, neturiu.
Netara. Will it work, Lucas? What?
Are you, Viktorai, are you like learning React Native or just joining these streams for fun?
Logbox ignore warning. Logbox ignore warning. Ignore logs. Okay. Ignore logs. Now
And fingers after this one, what's next? What's next in our plan?
To update the driver location,
Yeah,
to
most
send the
likely
driver
this.
location.
It shouldn't. Hopefully, if everything goes right, shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, and we should move to the next step, like to the user side application,
Yeah,
because
I
they might
think so.
take a bit of time. And yeah, let's see. So null, 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 info, courier, and so on. Everything is perfect. So we can go ahead and actually search where we console log things to clean up a bit. For example, here I don't need to console log anymore. Here I will leave your no, no, no,
No, no, no.
no,
You
no,
should
no.
you should say it with this little accent.
So now what I want to do is in the next part, we're going to try to synchronize the driver location with and to display it on the user side application. But first of all, we should always, when the driver moves in the database of a courier, we need to update his current latitude and longitude. Well, that's not too hard because we know how to update with data store. We have our order delivery here, index, and here we have a function, set driver location. Let's register a use effect on this set driver location, and whenever the driver location changes, let's also update it in the database. So use effect this, and we're gonna work with driver location. First of all, let's make sure that is defined, not to have issues. Then do nothing, but otherwise, let's do data store
Shouldn't you
dot.
pass it in an array?
Yes, yes,
Driver
yes, yes,
location.
yes, yes. Thank you. So data store save. We are gonna save. We are gonna save.
Scroll a bit up.
Uh, courier. Yes. Thank you.
Thanks.
Courier that we import from the models. We're gonna update the courier. Wait a second. Oh, yeah, it's courier dot copy of our courier. Do we have information about it? Did we ever query?
Isn't it user? I think it's
Oh, database user.
yeah.
Yeah, it's database user. So from
I think we called it database courier as well. Not
okay,
database user.
equal use of context, and it's database courier. Perfect. That was a good choice.
Yeah.
So we make a copy of our database courier and we update it. So updated. We want to update dot latitude is gonna be driver location dot latitude, and updated dot lng is gonna be equal to driver location dot longitude.
I hope we won't have the same problem
The
with the
same
versions here.
with updates with versions.
This would be, well, the same solution most likely, but
So here we have nothing yet, but we are gonna receive them right away here. Oh, yeah.
okay. Victor is saying now watching just for fun. 2 years ago, I was learning JavaScript, React Native, but I found that it's hard for me. I don't know. I'm like a nature boy. Landscape architecture is my key. I mean, if you know what drives you, and I think that's the way to
Yeah.
go. You don't have to push something and try to push something. If you know what makes you happy, yeah, no, there's no point of looking somewhere else.
So let's go ahead and open one worder, because when we open the worder, it's when we start sending these updates. And right away, without any updates, Data Amplify Studio received our new coordinates. And let's go ahead and try to move on the map. For example, here. And will it change? It ends with 7 and 7. It should end with 1 and 7. So set location.
Drum rolls, please. Oh, Victor saying it's fun to watch you guys. That's very sweet. Thank you very much.
Oh, but you see, it didn't update because it didn't move 100 meter probably. So let's
Might be,
go
might be.
here, set location.
What location it should be now? But it's still not updating.
But it's okay, like we know how to fix it.
Yeah, that's good. At least you don't need to look anywhere.
Let's just double check if it actually is the same. Yeah. So that means that uh, inside our auth context, um, when we actually query the database courier, we need to update to uh, to this one, to update. But for that, let's extract the logic into the fetch. But you know what? Here, I'm not gonna have to refetch it, because database courier doesn't have a lot of relationship that we depend on. So we can simply do const subscription equal data store dot observe. We're gonna observe a courier with the, shouldn't be here, it should be in a use effect, because at this moment I don't know if we queried it successfully or not. But in another use effect that depends on the database courier, and that has a check
Drive a
here.
bit higher. We don't see because of
Yes.
the camera.
So
Scroll, not drive.
if database courier is null, we're gonna return. Otherwise, we can work subscribe. If we have already a database courier, then we subscribe to updates, and the ID is gonna be database courier dot ID.
Yeah.
Yes, and then dot subscribe. Here we have message, and we can say if message dot op type is equal to updated, then we can set database courier with message dot element.
Yeah, and
Let's
I'm
see.
gonna quickly answer one question. Rogelio is asking, like, it wouldn't be easier to just for restaurant to send the email with their dishes and set it in the dashboard? But the thing is that restaurants also, instead of building the whole dashboard for them, but the restaurants also have to like accept the order and also set them to a cooking and then ready to for a pickup. That's actually the main reason why we need the dashboard. Probably if you were actually creating this for a real world application, maybe you would create for a restaurant an application as well in order to have on their tabs simply
Yeah,
like click or something like that.
like a order management
Yeah,
system.
yeah. And a dashboard would be simply for them to put their orders, like and stuff like that. And again, a blue loading circle of not working. Mm. Reloading won't help you here.
Why you're like this?
Okay.
So let's go here. It should update very soon. Yes, it
Yeah.
updated. And now let's move our location here. It should end with 10 and 05.
Wait, be patient. Be patient. Last time it took a lot longer time, but probably it's not updating.
What did I say?
Hmm.
10 and something?
Yeah, I think you said.
But
I
it
think
didn't.
these are the same.
11:38 set location.
But
Wait,
have you?
wait, it
I
changed.
no.
I think this one is the previous one. 2917. And if I'm gonna do
12 and something. Doesn't seem to know that it's updating. Have you done everything the same as with the?
not exactly. Here I'm not refetching.
I wasn't tracking what you were doing, just reading the
Yeah,
comments.
so database courier, when it changes, subscription, data store, courier with subscribe, console log, um,
Hey,
event.
Frank Berry. Hello. And Rogelio, no problem.
Oh, okay, I see. I don't even need to do anything. It's not updated, it's update. My bad. Now it should work. Let's go to an order because that's where it works. So
Yes. Now it should update right away.
yes, it
Yeah.
updated. Now if I go here, set location, it updates.
Yes. Nice.
If I
Yeah.
set here, it updates. Come on.
Yeah.
It's
Perfect.
maybe it's less than 500 meters.
Also, I'm Mythic. I think he's progressing
Yes.
with his problem. He's able to get the dishes table. Now he only needs to fix the restaurants. So I think he's progressing somewhere.
Great.
Yeah.
So, what we have managed to do right now is every time the driver location changes, we are saving these updates in our data store. And what this will give us, it will give us the possibility to subscribe to these updates from the user side application and to automatically show them on the map. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna open the user side application, and we're gonna start work there. But let me just quickly see if I don't have any console logs here. No. So what I will do, I will say git add git add day 5 finish driver up. Finish driver up. Uh, and yeah, git push origin main.
Nigel, your error is most likely because you have the same names for the screen. So probably you in the navigator. Maybe Vadim
Most
can
probably it's
quickly
home
show
and
you.
home.
Yeah,
Make one like home tabs and another one home.
yeah.
Let's go ahead and open our Uber Eats user application that we have done in the first day and the second day. And let's go ahead and start it. So npm start here.
Frank Berry, glad to hear you've managed to do. It's installing Android Studio is always a
Yeah.
little bit hard.
So what do we have here? We did the order screwed fetch accept update driver location, listen to new orders updates, and user side application updates to integrate the map view first of all, then to display the position of order on the map, and to subscribe to the data updates and update the location. Perfect. Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
So here, when we go ahead and create a order with one of these restaurants, this one, add to basket, open basket, create order. What's going on here? Type error null is not evaluated model field. Oh, I need to pull the changes because we have done some modification to our backend. So we need to grab the pull command from our Amplify Studio here on the top. Let's go ahead and pull our Amplify changes. We had them in our driver side, but we need these changes in the user side as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep. So where do you plan to add this view? In order details, probably.
Probably, yeah. In the somewhere here, let's think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be in order details, definitely.
I think it makes sense.
So let's think how to add them.
Under the bottom. Or maybe under the name, and then you can, because your order, probably you already know what you ordered.
Or maybe should we add two tabs at the top?
Okay, that's even more. You would show
To
how
keep
to work with
information about the
tabs.
order here and I don't know, map there. Yeah, I would like to separate like the map in a completely different screen. So for that reason, let's go ahead and create a screen called new folder orders order live updates. I don't know.
Yeah.
Order live updates index.js, and let's go ahead and do React Native functional export to export
What
this
the
order live updates.
well.
Okay, now let's go ahead, but we don't have top tab navigators.
Yeah, that's what I said. You would show how to use them
Yeah,
if you if you want to. But that would add even more complexity. But I think that's
but
interesting.
yeah, like we already added. So let's go ahead at React navigation, and we're gonna use a top tab navigator. So React
Bye,
navigation.
Victor.
Bye. See you soon. Uh, so here let's do top tab. We work with material top tab navigators. Yeah. So from this page, let's go ahead and install this one here. If you have Expo, okay, we have Expo. First of all, installing React Navigation Material Top Tab Bars and the React Native Tab View. And then we will also have to install this React Native Pager View.
Yep.
And that's it.
Hopefully, these material top tabs will work the same and won't introduce the same error.
Let's hope. So in the navigation, I'm going to create a separate file for these two tabs. And that is going to be the order details navigator.js. This file will contain this navigator will contain two tabs. One for the details like restaurant and what the user order, and the other one is about the live updates. So let's import, first of all, create, I don't know what, from React
It didn't install yet.
navigation slash, yeah, I'm waiting.
Probably just copy it.
Material top tab bars
Yeah.
and create material top tab navigator. Now let's go ahead and create this tab navigator using the create material top tab navigator and put it into our component order details navigator, and we will return the first of all tab dot navigator. Yeah, like all the navigator follow the same interface. Like we have tab dot navigator the same way as we had like stack dot navigator, and the same thing with a screen that needs a name. The name is details, and the component is order screens order details. So let's import these two screens. Import order details details
A. No, it's A.
details from screens order details, and the same for the order live updates. It's gonna be a tab dot screen with the name updates component order live.
Yep, Juan, we did fix that problem with the flashing of the login screen in the couriers app.
Yeah, and here let's export order details navigator. Export by default. And in our index.js, where we have our orders stack navigator, we already have a stack for that. Okay, for the order, where we have this stack screen for the order, we are going to provide here, instead of order details, we're going to provide the whole order details navigator, order details navigator. And we will have to restart our server. And most probably we will also need to hide the header. So screen option for vstack screen is going to be header shown false. Now let's start it.
Okay, let's see. Most probably you will have to restart the server as well, no? Because you pulled the changes and also
I did that.
Oh, you already did? Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Something doesn't want to comply with you.
Working. My PC right now started spinning very fast.
Really? Yeah, we can't hear that. I think you had one promise and handled rejection.
Shall we fix this with timer, but we're gonna do it a bit later. Null is not an object, but a restaurant.id. Maybe somewhere. So let's go to the orders. Let's go to the order details
And here's the
and
problem. No?
order restaurant dot image.
You're not getting the ID maybe in that detail screen.
Oh yes, you're right. That's a good catch, Lucas. So the way we are redirecting to the details of order from the order list item is where navigate order with this ID. Let's get it into a function const on press, and let's move the logic there. Oh, on press. Why now it's not working is because we are redirecting to the screen order and we are sending this data there. Okay, now we are on the order list. No, we are on the orders screen. So let's look in our navigation, index. Now we are here and we said we want to navigate to the order and send data there. Well, that's what we are doing. We are navigating to this screen and sending data here. But the problem is that the screen that is actually rendered on the in our application is a nested screen inside this order details navigator. It's this details screen. So we need to directly send it here. Not simply on the order, but order and then details. And to do that, if I'm not mistaken, here we need to provide the screen that we want to send to, and the data becomes RAMs, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you can, yeah, maybe like that.
Params. I think so. So let's check. Let's press here. It works. Updates. Order left updates. Perfect. And I said not to show the header, but it still shows it.
Where did you set that? But for the details, we do need the header.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
do
yeah.
you?
I think it's okay like this because we need to go back.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see, and updates. Okay, so we have these updates here. What do we have to do is to render a map, right?
Yep.
So let's go ahead and
Install React Native Maps.
React Native Maps or Expo Maps or
Write Expo and you'll see. It's called Expo React Native Maps.
Map View, this one.
Yeah.
The one that we used in the driver side. So let's install it with Expo in our user side as well.
Also, we'll need to install more things
Like,
like location from
do we
Expo
need
and
location? We don't
well,
need.
how will you get? Only for what? Like setting the initial location of our.
We're gonna focus on the
us.
driver's location, not on the user's location.
But
One option.
then, yeah, that would be a way.
Yeah,
But then,
let's not go that way. So after that, we need simply to render a map view in our order live updates. We will render a map view and we will probably need some styles. React Native style,
you only need width and height.
style sheet from here. It needs width.
But for a map,
Map. It needs width 100% and height as well.
yeah, you can do with those like hook, but most likely.
Map view needs to be imported. Map view from React Native Maps. We have the same problem here with rendering of a profile screen.
Okay.
So map is here. Perfect. Now. Uh, duh, 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 duh.
Now we need like, I don't know. Are we showing like say the marker of my house and where he needs to deliver?
Wait a second. I'm thinking about we are sending the ID to the details page, but we will need the ID on the updates as well. So we're gonna have to actually keep sending it to the orders stack screen, and from there just pass it down here. This is a common issue. Like, for example, we fix the problem of the detail screen not receiving the ID by simply components. Where is it? Components, bus, order list item, by simply navigating to not the orders tab navigator, but directly to the specific tab in the tab navigator called details. And this is how we send the data here. The problem is that we need this ID in the updates as well. So we will go back to how we used to send it to the order tab navigator. This order is the tab navigator that contains both of these screens. Think about like the title. It's the order that contains like this. And inside the navigation index here, actually we're gonna receive a route here, and I don't need to use the use route.
Yeah.
And yeah, like const id is equal route dot params dot id. And we're gonna have to send it to this component
Access it safely as well.
directly, not through params, but directly there to the component. So for that, this component, and then I don't remember what is the best practice here, but it will tell us if it's not. So instead of just sending the component here for it to be rendered, I'm going to send a new functional component here that will actually render the order screen, and I'm going to send the ID there as ID. And let's do the same for this one, components. Like this. I think the children way should work better. ID equal to ID. And I had here the where I am. No, not here, Vadim. No. Yeah,
No,
not
no,
here.
not here, not here.
Oh my God. It's in the tab navigator.
Yeah.
We are navigating. No. Yeah, we're navigating to the order.
Yeah.
That means that we get here, and here we get the route. We can get the ID from route params dot ID, and we can send it here to the order details first. ID equal ID, and to the this one second. ID. Yes, etc. must be one assigned and non-empty expression. Pasa?
Let me check actually how that is done. But I think it's the same. Oh,
Maybe another option would be as a children of this screen. So instead of sending the component, is to send it as children, like this.
yeah.
The children way is the best, the better approach.
I don't know the better one, but I think this is the one that we've used before. But I'm checking that right now. Well, we've used actually, yeah, not exactly this one, but go back and pass it as children, but also with a function. Like wrap this in an object. Yes, like that. That's how we used to do.
Did you check in the documentation?
Nope, I checked how we used to do it.
Wait a second. I'm doing something wrong here. It says must only be assigned a non-empty expression. Maybe here I did something. What?
No, it shows that it's here. It's somewhere.
Yes, that's okay. That's good. That's good. But now let's go ahead in our order detail screen. In order details screen, order details screen in the index. Now we're not going to get the ID from the route params. We're going to get it right away from the props. So it's going to be ID here. So we don't need ID. We don't need use route. And simply have it like this. Restaurant use route. And details work. And in the updates, we will also receive them through params here ID. Okay, so what do we need? What do we need? We need information about the order itself, right? So we're gonna have a state order and set order equal use state initially null. Let's start by fetching the order because we will have a data about the driver inside the order. So let's start by doing data store dot query order use state again. So import order from models, and the ID is going to be ID, and then we simply set the order there. Updates map here. Okay, look what I want to say. I just want to simply have a text box on top that will render the status of a order. So status without any styles is going to be order dot status or loading if it's not there. So status loading because we didn't set it in state. And after we do that, we didn't call the fetch orders. You see
Yeah,
how
I was out a bit, not checking. Like, had to fix some things, so now I'm invested in what you're writing here.
like 5 days of live streams and coding is quite hard. So I
Yeah.
do these small mistakes that I would usually not do. So let's call the fetch order here. And let's go in the updates. Status completed. Perfect. Do we need something with... Oh, it doesn't matter, but in status completed, it means that we also have information about the driver there. So let's do console log driver. Not driver. You see, damn, I am
Horrible.
tired. But
I
we
believe you.
on. So in updates, let's see the data about the order. Yes, we have a courier here, but I'm not gonna rely on the data from the courier from here, just because we are gonna get into the same issues of not being able to automatically update using a subscription. I'm gonna simply take the order courier ID from here and I'm gonna do a separate query in order for me to be able to subscribe separately to the order and to subscribe separately to the updates on the driver itself. So let's go ahead and say const driver set driver use state null. And I will not need fetch orders, as I said. Go away. And we're going to have another use effect that will be responsible for fetching the driver only when the order is defined. So if order dot, let me grab that key, order courier ID. If order dot courier ID, then data store dot query courier courier and with this ID. And then we simply set it in state. Then set courier. Set driver. Why I called it driver? I'm gonna confuse everything. Set courier. Now, having the courier, we already have a latitude and longitude of it. So let's go ahead and render it as a marker on our screen. Lucas, can you find a
Icon?
icon?
Let me try to.
So to display the marker, we're going to import marker from React Native Maps. And let's go ahead and render it here. Marker. It needs some data, right? It needs coordinate. What type of coordinate does a marker need? Marker props. It needs lat long, latitude is gonna be driver courier dot latitude, and longitude is gonna be courier dot lng. But I'm gonna add this marker only if the courier dot latitude exists, because if it doesn't exist, we'll not have what to show.
Okay. I'm thinking what icon would fit here best. Probably
Like
a simple car.
motorcycle,
Motorcycle. Okay.
like a scooter.
Yeah.
So we have a marker. What else does a marker? It needs title and description, but I don't want to give it. Just simply coordinate and that's it. You send it to me, right?
Not yet. There are not very good ones. Like, I mean, this one is the best scooter. Let me. So yeah, this is the best scooter that you can actually find there. So I think a car would probably would be better.
What?
A car would be better, but
from Expo vector icons. So let's go ahead in here. Evaluating order.order.core. Oh, yes, we need to add the question mark here. Order. Let's go. Updates. It's there. It's there.
yeah. I think we need to set initial region something, because now, like, oh, to the driver. Yeah.
But we don't have it initially. We're gonna have it only after getting it. So for that, we need a reference to the maps to animate it, right?
Yep.
So we can do import use ref.
I'm not sure if it's possible to animate it like at the start. At the start, that's what you're gonna see.
But at the start, we don't know where is the driver.
Yes. Then we need a reference.
we will need map ref equal use ref null, and I'm gonna send it to the ref of the map view, map ref. And whenever we actually use effect, whenever our courier.lng or courier.latitude changes, we will follow him. So we're gonna do if courier.lng and if courier.latitude, then map ref dot, how's it, animate
Current. No, it's current.
current dot
Animate to region.
animate to region
And
and
object of latitude, longitude, and same for delta.
latitude is courier dot lat, longitude courier dot lng, latitude delta 0.007.
We had it there as 0. Yeah, probably this one will work as well.
I don't know. We'll
We'll
check and see. So let's go ahead here. Let's go here, and we see him on the map. We can add, of course, like some view around it. I don't know if it's important, but we can do that as well. So we can start
But-
with some padding 5, some background color. What's the background color? Green.
White. We had it white and an icon green.
I think it's vice versa. Border radius
Yeah, might be. I don't remember.
40. And this one white. Perfect. And we can also add some border just to see it better. Border width 1 and border color white. Probably one
Or
is
black. Maybe border color black, because white makes it like look smaller. And black doesn't do much either, but it doesn't matter.
Why is it cut like that?
Maybe because of the.
Maybe because of a border.
Yeah, now it's working.
Okay, no border.
See, there's
No
still
worries.
no animation if after you get like the courier location.
There will
Yeah.
be. No. There
For
is.
now, like it didn't animate it. It didn't zoomed in.
It didn't?
No, but after changing, probably it will move.
I think it moved. So orders here, updates.
Oh, okay. It's like
Very
very
fast,
fast.
but it
Okay,
moved.
yeah, but then it works. It works.
So the last step is to listen to updates of this driver, and every time he moves, to also move after him. So in order to see the destination. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it like this. When we get the courier,
But do we need to move it with him, the camera? I mean,
yeah,
because Uber doesn't have that. You just can zoom in and see, okay, that's where he's moving. That's where I am.
I think it also follows, no?
Mm-mm.
If courier,
But we'll see.
then we will do data store dot observe courier with the courier dot id and subscribe message if message dot operation type is equal to update
Mistake.
Then we're gonna set courier with message.element. Will it work? And we
Mistaken
need to
update
we
word.
need what?
Mistaken update word.
Update. And actually, I'm gonna take it out of this if statement and invert the if statement to if like this, then return, and to be able to do here const subscription equal to this, and to unsubscribe if we leave this subscription dot unsubscribe. Okay, let's give it a go. I don't know. Updates. We are here. Let's go in our data store. And for the courier Vadim, we will change the longitude to 9 here. Save. Boom.
Voila.
I don't know why we don't see the map. It didn't
It
finish
didn't
loading.
load it yet. It's like
Yeah, it's
probably
too
very
too
far.
far. Yeah. Here was 8, so I'm gonna go with 8. But if we move like this, longitude 7,
Yep.
boom, that works, Lucas. That works. Huh. And now
I would like to see my location. Where is he driving the same? Like, but doesn't matter. You can
I,
add simple use follow user location or something like that, or use. Let me check how it's called.
do you want us to add the user location and also the map view directions? But I'm not
No, we
sure.
don't need that. Just add a simple to map view shows user location.
Okay, let's do it like that. So on the map view shows.
User location. Yeah. And I think you'll have to reload everything. But Nigel wants to see map view directions as well. I mean, but it's completely the same like we have.
Yeah, we would just copy paste it here. And like it depends. It really depends. Like I think Uber shows it, but it depends on what you want with your application. Because in this case, you'd also make this request to map to the Google API to calculate the direction to your house.
Yeah.
So I think it's just doubling the amount of requests. I
Yeah.
mean, if that's okay for the application that you are building or for the business that you're building, that's perfectly fine, and
But
you
even
just
Uber
copy
doesn't
paste
do
that.
that.
Doesn't?
No, it doesn't. Like it doesn't show. It just shows like where he's moving. It shows where you are, and just like it doesn't show the directions he's taking. Like I don't care what direction he's taking. As soon like uh, if I'm
Well,
getting my food, that's what I'm trying to say. And
yeah.
also, a miss is asking why you like unsubscribe. I think, and it's because not to keep running that subscription after you leave the screen. Can you go back to here? Probably return subscription that unsubscribe in order
So when
clean up.
we like open this screen and after we get the courier, we subscribe to updates on the data store. And if we leave this screen, we don't want to leave that subscription open because that will cause memory leaks and will the performance will degrade on your application. So
Yeah,
every time we subscribe to some events, we need to unsubscribe when we leave the function.
always clean up after your mess. And also, one actually, Nigel is not asking for directions, only to show the location of the user and of the courier with the marker. So it's not hard as well, just copying code probably.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking, I'm thinking that we are not done yet. We are not done yet because this will not work with a new order. If you place a new order, the order will not have order courier ID, and we never update to updates about the order. So we need to say that, okay, this function should be triggered only when the order courier ID changes. And another thing is we should also subscribe to updates of a order to receive updates about a order getting from new to cooking, from cooking to ready for pickup, and so on. So let's do a use effect. We have a lot of use effects here, but I like that they are all like small, and I hope that they make sense. For example, we need to subscribe to order updates, but when should we do that? Whenever we know the ID of a order, right? So if order changes, and also if order is not a null value, because if it's being set to null, it also will trigger it because it changes values. So here we will do const subscription equal to what? Data store dot observe order IID order dot ID, and on the subscribe we're gonna do the same message if message dot op type is equal to update. I want to set order to message dot element, and when we unmount we return subscription dot unsubscribe. Okay.
Yeah, Mythic managed to fix the problem. He just created a new table and everything works marvelous. And now he's working on finishing the session too.
That's amazing. Go,
Yeah.
little rock star. Let's go ahead and create a new order and test the whole process. So for the Williamson here, I'm gonna add this to my basket. I'm gonna open the basket and I'm gonna create the order. Why are we not redirected to the order details after doing this? I think we are just going back, right? Or open basket, create order. Yeah, I think we should, in the basket index, on create order, we need to navigate to order, orders, this tab, right? Let's see how to navigate there. How to get from the basket. Where is the basket? Basket.
Yeah. So sorry, quickly going to interrupt. And iMythic is asking, can't you use everything in one use effect? And I already see that Junan already answered it correctly. Like you shouldn't use everything in the same use effect because they have different dependencies and they have different logic according to those dependencies as well.
Yeah. Like you could, but that's not the point of use effects. Like with use effect, like just by looking at one use effect, order life updates. For example, this one, you look like, okay, when is this function called? Okay, it's called whenever the order changes. And what does it do? Okay, it subscribe, and that's it. But
Yeah.
this one calls only when the order courier ID, because that's what we depend on for this logic, and so on.
Yeah. So yeah, that's correct.
Where is the basket? Oh, here. Here
It's
is in the home stack navigator. So our home stack navigator is used inside the home tabs. So I need to go to the orders here. And this one is orders stack navigator. And after these orders, we need to go to the order. So after orders, and actually I probably have um, the same issue that my names are the same. Here is orders and here is orders.
mm,
So let's call this orders stack, or no, orders tab, because this is a tab. Let's go call orders tab,
George,
orders tab, and to the screen call the screen order inside this tab. Yes, to the screen order with the params ID. What?
order ready.
No, we don't have it because I'm not sure if we return it here in the new order. We need.
George is commenting that, like, and he really wants a reply. Please don't use absolute values for your styles. Use percentages or third-party libraries, especially font size doesn't scale correctly on iPad devices. I actually never noticed that font size doesn't scale on iPad devices.
Like
But
everywhere where it makes sense, like we are trying to use like
yeah,
relative values. Like of course, like on the icons and things like that, we are hard coding like the padding and so on, because that makes more sense. But for layouts in general, we are trying to use relative. So here I need to return the new order from the create order function, because in the basket we need to get this new order to be able to navigate to new order.id. Let's see if it will work.
and John is asking, Vadim, Lucas, do you work at a company? And Vadim does work at his own company here on YouTube, helping you guys. And yeah, and I'm working as a CTO at a startup. So, and helping Vadim as well here with YouTube as much as I can. And I'm really enjoying here.
Yep. So let's give it a try. Let's create this order here. Add to basket, open basket, create order. And we are again. Oh, no, go back. Navigation, navigate. Okay.
I'm a bad pair programmer, but I'm trying to read the comments and then, so I
You're
wasn't
doing a
really.
great job, because I can feel it. I don't know.
Like
Whew.
5 days, that's
It gets me,
a
to be
lot.
honest.
And you're tense the whole time as well. Like, it's not that you can go walk, take a break. My watch is going crazy. Like, after each hour, stand up, go stretch, do
You're gonna
something,
die. You're gonna die.
because I'm sitting like 5 hours
So
straight.
let's open basket, create order. Now we are here, going updates. Status is new. But if the restaurant will, from his own dashboard, will change the status there, we need to see this update here. But probably I'm not gonna know which order it is. Can it be this one? Cooking, save. I'm gonna put all of them. Okay, it's this one. So you see it automatically updated to cooking. And now we need to open another emulator
Most like, or use your phone.
or use my
And
phone.
oh,
You're
but you're
smart.
not on Mac. You can't share the screen, but you can probably just show it. You can mirror your screen because if you were on a MacBook, you could mirror the screen.
Let's think about it. I might be able to run another emulator.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, watch again, get moving.
But before that, we need to open a new window to be able to start the driver side application. Courier.
Kvesi, probably if you're saying that, I think then probably I'm doing a decent job here, and I'm flattered that you think that way. Thank you.
So let's have it somewhere here. This is our Uber Eats courier.
Courier.
Let's run the server npm start. It's gonna start on another port because we already have one project open there. From Android Studio AVD. Oh my god. But the other emulator was really slow. Let me just see
What
if
if I would? But yeah, again, you wouldn't be able to show both screens. We could only just change who is sharing his
Mhm.
screen.
This one is a Nexus, and let's try a Pixel device.
Jado, not this video is definitely not going to be removed tomorrow. Maybe Vadim will decide to do it in a week or two, but definitely not tomorrow. If you're
Yeah.
working on it, keep calm, work, finish it, and yeah. Two emulators, streaming, a lot of things running. We'll see
But the PC is going strong. Let's go.
how good it will.
Easy. Look, we're gonna
Running.
do we're,
Whoa, no
we're gonna
problem.
we're gonna do the demo now. I think I need to sign in with my account, but I don't remember my credentials. I lost my emulator. I don't know where it is.
We don't know either. We see one of them, the user app. So that's it. Everything I missed while like interacting with people. We That's a demo. If
Yes, let's see
everything,
how we
yeah.
synchronize. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Interested.
I just need to sign in with my Expo there.
Okay. So guys,
Hopefully,
what
I'm
are
not sharing the screen, right? I
you
mean,
only the emulators? Everything is good.
okay.
I can add the just in case the document PDF, not PDF, PowerPoint, or like that. Our faces. You can see our faces from closer now. So yeah, guys, how are you doing? Are you this Friday beautiful? It's probably evening, morning,
The
day.
emulator crashes.
Ay, ay, ay. Why? Does it say?
I can duplicate another one.
Someone suggested to run it in web browser. I'm not sure. Like,
No. I'm gonna have to create real quick a new virtual device.
okay.
Like, I don't know, Pixel 4 next.
Hey, Vicky.
Finish.
Vadim will be able after this long streak of 5 days relax today in the evening, get a book, read a little bit,
No, I'm
chill.
reading in the mornings.
Oh,
But
that's
today,
good.
like, we're going for some margaritas.
Oh, you're going out today.
Can you imagine?
That's actually very crazy. When we were living together, like in a student life, how many times did you went out? I didn't do it often either. I hate nightlife, to be honest. But I think you did once in Belgium. I managed
In
to get
Belgium,
you
yeah,
out.
once.
Somehow I
No,
managed to get you
twice,
out.
twice. We've been to karaoke as well.
Oh yeah, twice, but one with Alex, and
Yeah.
one we were probably I think together. Somehow I don't know how I managed to pull you out of the house. I was maybe 4 times or 5. But yeah, do you guys like like nightlife, going out with friends in the bars or something? No, I'm not talking about like drinking alcohol or anything. Like that's not necessary to go out in the bar and hang out with friends. I personally don't really like alcohol too much, so.
Why it starts on this?
But I'm wondering if you like the nightlife, quote unquote. I like Actually, I also one thing that I'm wondering as well, like, do you prefer to work in the morning or in the evening? Because for me, I know Vadim likes to wake.
Lucas is gonna be responsible for the polls. Like we will do on YouTube like polls.
Yeah, I'm actually. I hate. I know Vadim likes to wake up like 5 in the morning, go to gym, like read a book, everything in the morning. I cannot wake up until 9 in the morning. That's the best I can do. So I like to work longer in the night because then I'm alone. Nobody's like, I know nobody's going to call me. Nobody's gonna like. I mean, I'm just alone working, chill, some lo-fi music, and very very nice. I like the vibe as well of working during the night. Mornings are probably the same. Like nobody's at 5 in the morning. Only a few people are
Yeah,
awake already. When you go to the gym, how many people are in your
like
gym at
empty.
empty?
Sometimes
Yeah,
I leave my parking lot, and when I come back, it's still empty. But
yeah,
like
that's
it's
crazy.
crazy, like with parking here.
Yeah, in Tenerife, yeah, yeah.
I mean, not like crazy, crazy, but
But it's not very, very good. Okay, I saw. Guys, it's just
it's okay.
amazing.
I see it
Thanks.
here. So I managed to do it on one device. Now I need to open back another one.
James is more of an introvert. I consider myself more of an introvert as well. I like to talk with a small group of
Yeah,
people. So, but when there's too many people, I'm just like, okay, I'm turned off, and
I had
then
enough. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not just listening to what they're
Uh,
talking to.
Here I subscribe with support, I think.
So we already answered this question: Amplify or Firebase. And Vadim answered what the gain. So what he said, I'm going to quote while he's fixing. If you have experience on one of them, that's what you should go for. But like otherwise, he will most likely all the time suggest Amplify if you don't know anything about either of them. Olatunda is a night person. That's good job. Same as me. Rogelio, Lucas, not lately. I don't go out much. I spend all my extra time learning to code. Lol. Well, that's dedication. Love to see it. Love to see it.
What's
Good job.
happening here?
That's what you need to do if you want to actually succeed. And like, of course, you need to take breaks. You need to relax. Like, read a book. Just lay in bed, watch your TV series. But I mean, spend your time what you want to. I know people who go out probably like to. I know that's how they relax, spending time with other people, or that's how they have fun. But is it? Yeah, it depends on what you want in life. I think your path is really good. Oh, didn't sleep until 6 a.m. this morning. Well, that's very, very much of a night person. I'm not that much. Like, I usually go till 2, 1, something like that.
Oh, come on! Why it's so hard to set them up right now?
Yeah. Did I code and play games all the night and I sleep all the day. Okay, yeah. That's as well a way, just code, 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 and then relax a little bit before going to sleep. Okay, Rogelio. All my extra time has been watching you and Vadim. This is amazing learning experience. Glad to hear that. Very, very glad to hear that. I think Vadim is the same. He's maybe not listening or maybe with one ear right now while he's fixing the emulators for you, but I think he's very flattered as well. Good job. Chrissy, Lucas, you're also a YouTuber. Thank you. So, yeah, I'm trying to be. Thank you, thank you. Uh, hmm.
So let me. I'm
Okay,
already.
so one other person wants to know like about Amplify and Firebase, which is better for scalability and yeah. I don't know. Like I never used Amplify, so I really can't comment much on that. Uh, but as I said, like Vadim will definitely recommend AVS.
From the
He's
things that you
in
saw,
love with it. From the things that I saw, it's like really easy to use. And not that it's just only easy to use it, it's also very scalable. And yeah, and they're working hard on it constantly,
Yeah.
improving, updating. So from what I see and from like the surface, I think it's the Amplify would be the way to go. Whew.
Okay, so I think we're getting very close to it.
Nice.
So on the right side,
Here.
think like this. So on the right side, no, let's do it like this. First, we have a user that just created an order, and actually let's first see if it works, and then we can do it again. We have a user application here. The status of a order is new. So let's go ahead and now it's the turn of the restaurant to take the order, prepare it, and then put it into prepared. So actually, no, there was one cooking. So I should just search for it. Cooking here. So update restaurant already said that it is cooking. And after a couple of time, the restaurant will go here. By the way, the order is not here, as you can see.
Yeah, because it's cooking still.
Yes. Now, if a restaurant go into his dashboard and says, okay, it's ready for pickup, save order, without any update, we automatically see it here. And I'm wondering which one is it.
The last
And
one, I think. No.
yeah, maybe, yeah, it's definitely the last one. And you see that it automatically updated on the user side because the status here now is ready for pickup, and it automatically added here. But the map does not show the driver because no driver accepted it yet. Okay, then I decide that YouTube is not for me, and I go to work as an Uber driver. I pick this order. I see that it's 3.49 kilometers. Let's accept the order. Accept, automatically accepted, and automatically shows the user location. Amazing. And now, if the user starts moving,
Driver.
if a driver, oh my God. Okay, let's travel a bit. No. Somewhere here. Come on, where is it?
Kishinev. I said it correctly?
Yeah, maybe. Vaля Morelor. Somewhere here. So if a driver moves there, I don't know where to put this one. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't, we don't really need to see
Yeah, you
that.
don't need to see. So I'm gonna move it to another screen just for you to see that. So set location, driver moves, but it didn't move too much. It will go here, set location, it moved there. But we need a bit more. So set location, driver moves here. And I think it would be nice for the driver as well to follow his location, because now I lost him. I can press on this one.
Yeah.
And as you can see, like as the driver moves closer to you, automatically both application for the user and for the driver updates and shows the new location of a user. And I think he missed the turn. Let's go here, set location. Okay, we're almost there. Set location. Driver gets to the restaurant. It didn't update because it does.
Yeah, it's cool. We are bidding only each 500 meters and you move like 400. But you can accept in 1 kilometer radius. So
can you?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's pick up the order. We see on the user side, the status of order is picked up. Perfect. And we start driving to the user location. Set location. Set location.
I want my pizza.
It's coming, bro. It's coming. And
it's not gonna update now as well. It's because oh no, we moved more than 500 meters. That's good.
And complete delivery. And the status is completed, and everyone is happy. And once the status is delivered, probably we should not update to the location, because right now you will always be able to go back to this order and see where is the driver on the
Where is
map.
the user? Follow him.
Yeah, you could follow him. Yeah, so probably you'll check like if a order is complete, don't subscribe to updates, and don't show this map of the location of a driver. Other than that, everything is done here. I think like that's it.
Yeah, you can add like multiple improvements. Also, I saw someone is saying like, I would like to see where is the restaurant marker and where is my house. It's very easy to do that just following driver's application.
Yeah, we have done that already in the driver application to show the marker of a user, marker of a restaurant. And I think there is a lot of things that you can train and practice and implement it yourself. And yeah, see, like if you've got all the knowledge and all everything that we have taught during the last 5 days. Oh my God, Lucas, I can't believe it. I can't
Yeah.
believe it. Did we,
Only the
man? Yeah,
restaurant dashboard. Everything is
only
done.
restaurant dashboard, but we're gonna come with that very soon. And for everyone else that wants to uh, that are ready to get to the next level as a React Native and AWS Amplify developer, in order to be able to build this full stack mobile application from scratch without anyone's help, like taking an application from zero till market. If you want to be able to do that, then I highly recommend you to check out the premium course that we've been working for the past 8 months to create for you guys. And it's finally here. It's finally coming up this Monday, 25th of April. I'm super tired right now. I cannot talk, and probably I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but I'm going to send you an email tomorrow with more details about the content and what and where to expect it. So yeah, during the course, like you're gonna build two real world projects. One of them is gonna be the Duolingo clone, which is focused very much on fundamentals of React Native, and it's just the front end. And where like we actually cover in depth like all the fundamentals of React Native. And yeah, like we stop on this like more harder topics that some people have problems with, like hooks or use effects and so on. And the second project is the Instagram clone, which is mind blowing how huge is that project. And during that project, like we implement both front end and back end. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about more details about the content themselves tomorrow in an email. But as well, like I mentioned it a couple of times on during this week's challenge. So I think that you have an idea what you'll get inside that course and how it's going to help you get to the next level. It's going to help you, like here I prepare some success stories of people who are already in the course. For example, Nicolas is already working on two side projects and is looking forward to quit his main job, while Brian has already applications on App Store and Play Store. So these are just a couple of success stories from our internal members that have been enrolled in the course during the pre-launch, and with whom I created the course, like getting feedback, suggestions, and testing everything. So that's tiring. Anyway, the course is launching this Monday, 25th of April. You can make a reminder for yourself not to miss it, or you can join the waitlist. Not to miss the launch. With more details, I'm gonna come tomorrow with an email. Everything else you will be able to find at academy.notjust.dev. And for that, I'm gonna shut up because I'm super tired. But I'm
The only thing you need
very
to know it's
happy.
good. Very good. The only thing you need to know about the course, it's very good. Very high quality course. I mean, like just that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Thank you,
You
Lucas. Thank
can't
you.
really say like grade your own work. Probably you can, but not very unbiased.
But by the way, there is going to be a 14 days money back guarantee. So if you are in doubt about something, like, you can join, and in 2 weeks, if you don't like what you see, like, you can request your money back, and we'll be glad to give it back to you. If you
That's
if you don't see it as valuable, but I'm pretty sure that you will love it.
there's no point
It's
not to at least
it's
try.
it's it's everything that we are doing here on YouTube that you already love, but 10 times more in depth and 10 times better in quality. I mean,
Yeah.
we have this time to stop at these complex features, like how does a use effect work, or how does that work, or why do we need to do that, or instead of showing only how to create a user, we actually do all the crude operation, like create user, update user, delete user, read user, and so on. So we cover like all the features in order to make together like a production ready social media application similar to Instagram.
Yeah.
I already love it. I haven't seen it. Thank you very much. Ah, looking forward to join it. Let's go. Great presentation. Thank you very much. So, Lucas, we've done a great job.
Yep.
I'm so happy with the result that we have here. Oh my god. Like this
Yeah.
this is so close to being production ready. Like, yes, like it's not complete. I understand that, but we showed you and we gave you all the tools to make it complete. So if we didn't implement like showing the restaurant in the user side, we implemented that in the driver side, so you just can copy paste it there. And I think, like, yeah, like with a bit of work here, like,
Polishing. And it's good that I think it's good that we left a little features where people can implement upon.
yeah, that's how
It's
you
that's how
test
you learn.
test and practice and improve yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I get a lot of messages from people that said, like, yeah, hey, like, I took your, let's say, Spotify clone, I continue working on it, and now I released it and for a local radio show, and they are delivering it to the users, and they're having already success just by going one step more than what we are doing here. Like, they
Yep.
managed to get better.
Crazy.
Muhammad is the most beautiful and strong courses that I attend. Thank you. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. So, Lucas, shall we? Lucas, you did very well. Indeed, Lucas,
Thank you.
you did a great job, like both keeping up with the community, helping me with the code, and also coding the driver side application yourself. Like, that was a lot of help from your side. Thank you very much.
Thank
And
you.
you made it like this challenge possible, because I think if I would be alone for 5 days for almost 5 hours a day, we did 25 hours of live stream, like in 5 days. And like being alone here, I probably would have gone crazy, or just like after the second day I would just be silent, and that's going to be my style. But with you, it was really interactive, and it was a great experience.
Thank you.
Sokasowa,
Sukosawa. Thank
thank
you.
you very much. Thank you for your support. That means a lot to us.
Thank you. Thank you very
um,
much. And I got to know the whole community as well. Like I already remember so many people that were interacting, and also it's very, very nice. I am really enjoying that.
this is the best comment. Let's go. Are we gonna see Lucas for the dashboard streams? Are we gonna see Lucas for the dashboard stream? Most
I
probably
think so.
for the UI, you definitely will see Lucas. I hope.
Yeah, I think so as well. If it's
Yeah.
not on Wednesday, I think
No,
I
no, no.
need to
It's gonna
go
be
for my.
our usual day. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
then
Fridays. Most probably not next week, because next week is gonna be we're gonna be a lot busy
yeah.
with a course launch and onboarding all the users that we will get. And but
I
after the course launch, most probably we will get right into the dashboard.
Yep. Then I'm definitely gonna be. So actually, Olatunde reminded me of one thing. So, are you posting a picture of a cloud makeup or
I'll think about it.
but people want to know, they're waiting for it. Do we need to look up to that, or it's just
Yeah, keep an eye on it. Subscribe to
okay?
the channel not to miss. Oh my
So
god.
for those who don't know, we had like a short bet, and now Eddie needs to decide whether he wants to paint himself in a clown makeup and post it on his social media, or buy me dinner, or one of you. Actually, if you, that would be even better if someone is in Spain, but I doubt that someone is in Spain.
We'll see. We'll see. Rico, I'm gonna come with more details about your questions tomorrow. So keep an eye on your email and also spam folder, and also promotion folder, or
Yeah.
anywhere where any mail can get. What is the best way to reach out to you if one has questions? The best way to reach out is on Discord, because there, like, more people can help you, like from our team, and anyone from the community that might encounter the same problem, they can also help you and also get help, like if they see an answer to your question. So the best way for technical issues or for things like that, check out our Discord. The link you can find in the description below. Um, no, like this thing, I'm gonna buy him a dinner. That's for sure. Like that's not a question. Like we are seeing each other in 1 month. Actually, we're gonna spend some time at Jazz conference in Poland. So I will
Very
definitely
excited.
have time to buy Lucas a dinner.
But we
But
want the
this is not for
clown
the
makeup.
community. What?
We want the clown makeup more. I just say, I think I'm talking for all of them. It would be a lot more entertaining for everybody.
You think so?
I know so. I don't think so.
Okay, we're gonna think about something
Yep.
in that
Okay.
regard.
Okay.
So I think that we can
That's
call
it.
it a day. We can call
Yep.
it a week. It was
Actually, it's a bit
crazy.
sad.
I still don't realize everything that we've built, and I need some time to, because right now my mind is just blurry. It's like I don't
Yeah.
know. I just need some time to realize. But yeah, like it's impressive, and I'm really happy with our first challenge, how it went. A
Yep.
lot of people, we gathered a lot of people around it, people that are ready and are hungry to learn, to upgrade their skills, and
Yep.
to be able to build these mobile applications and from end to end. And yeah, this is what we are trying to do here with notjust.dev. And if you support us, subscribe to the channel down below. And yeah, have a nice end of a week. What else? What else,
I'm
Lucas?
gonna miss you guys. It was a great
But we're
week.
gonna be back soon.
Yes.
In a couple of weeks, back to work.
Yes.
So don't forget, on Monday we have a launch of a course. I'm gonna see you there. Most probably I'm gonna do a live stream on the channel. Yeah, I'm gonna do a live stream. We're gonna do the opening of a course, the launching of a course, or live on the channel. So I'm gonna see you in 2 days or 3 days. Yes.
Yep.
So have a nice end of a week. Bye. Thank
Bye,
you,
guys.
everyone.